Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today we wrap up this four-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. C.J. Wilson gets the ball for the Angels in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable and gives his ball club a chance to win.
Chris Young will stand in for the first time here, and he'll be hoping to move up that American League leaderboard a bit as he enters play 9th in the league in home runs.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs, so not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
Wilson's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit to third. Throw to first is in time to retire Young for the first out of the ball game. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
Boy, this team is so tough to pitch to. They have the fewest strikeouts in the league. So if they continue to be aggressive at the plate, drive the ball into the gaps, and try to hang a crooked number up on this team early.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Drilled to the right side. Giovitella lays out. What a stop. Got him.
Woo, no problem.
Batting third.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Standing in now, Ryan Hennigan. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Calhoun, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Batting fourth.
Yeah, and he was maybe just a pitch away from a spotless top half of the...
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Danger. Roenis Elias will be on the mound for game 4. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Skied into straightaway right. Castillo is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Ramirez is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with that, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get... Travis Shaw will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Wilson steps into his windup. Full count pitch on its way. Line toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Dustin Pedroia will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race. Currently second entering play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
The 2-2 pitch. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him. These Angels, Eric, as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
And it hasn't been the best start to the series for them either, or for the homestand for that matter. They're going to need to come up with something here to try and salvage at least one game in this 4-game series.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in for the first time now. Currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Sometimes just the threat of a steal is good enough. He's worried so much about that runner on first that he falls behind in the count. Then he's got to come in with something, and it results in a line drive single.
Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field. So his remarkable season continues as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. Stepping in now, Brock Holt. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Gentry racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
Into the box now, Chris Young. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gentry ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength. C.J. Cron will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Castillo moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman,
Albert Pujols will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Now these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And now Albert sends a high drive. He got a lot of it to deep left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting 6th.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in is the catcher, Giovanni Soto. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Angels are gone in order. Still down 3-0. Welcome back to beautiful Orange County, California. We get set for the top of the 3rd from Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Hanley Ramirez is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
A little tapper. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, catcher.
And with the dog days just ahead, here's a look at our upcoming schedule into the first week of August. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Ryan Hannigan. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Number 34, the designated hitter, David Ortiz.
Striding into the box, David Ortiz. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Wilson comes set, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Simmons onto the grass. 2 gone. Settling in now, Travis Shaw. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Gentry racing back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 59 on the season as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Oh, and here comes the long ball again to bite him. The second one he's allowed here in the first 2 2/3. I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing right now, the 3rd one might send him to the showers.
In now, Dustin Pedroia. Fly ball out toward left center field. Trout has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. We play. Yunel Escobar will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. A solo home run for Yunel Escobar. Home run number 5 on the year. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Johnny Giavotella will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Young. 1 out.
Now batting,
Craig Gentry steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. On the ground for Ramirez. This could be 2. A bare hand for one. Back to first, but it's right over his head.
Well, this is a good job to get the first out of the play, but the return throw leaves a little to be desired, and that'll wind up being a huge throwing error that allows the batter to reach second.
Standing in now, Cole Calhoun. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Shaw is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Angels do get one back via the solo. Jackie Bradley Jr. is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder,
Rusney Castillo steps in with another shot to do some damage after hitting a 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, and a 1-out single here gets him a base runner in the fourth, as you can check out his line so far. You'd like for him to give you at least another inning or so, but with numbers like that, he might be on pretty thin ice already.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
Hey, Joe D, look out. Someone's coming after you.
Chris Young will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And the run is in to score from third. Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And the change is in the making here. That's going to do it for C.J. Wilson. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Javi Guerra is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Hanley Ramirez will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Ryan Hennigan will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. And
the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Red Sox strike for a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 6-1 Boston. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And Young is right there to make the play for out number 1.
Designated hitter
C.J. Cron is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 5.
And with 2 gone now, they'll get to work on Albert with the bases empty. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Liner toward right center. Castillo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. David Ortiz heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Taken in by Simmons. Throw on to first takes care of Ortiz as the shift works to perfection that time. One away. Ready to take his hacks again, Travis Shaw, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
He does not want this month to end. 3 hits on the last day. And he's saying, can't we add a few more days?
Shot toward right center. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Jackie Bradley Jr. will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. The run scores from second. It's an 8-1 ball game. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot. There's no denying he's been swinging one of the hottest bats on the club, if not the entire league. And he comes through again with his second hit of the ball game. This one for 2 bases.
Stepping in now, Rusney Castillo. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through. A base hit. The throw home. And Soto's tag will be applied too late. He's in there at home. So the base hit drives home their 3rd run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And I'll tell you, there's nothing more valuable to a team than a guy that hits the ball with authority and drives in runs consistently. He did that right there, and he's been doing it all year.
And he is in there.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
On the ground to the left side. Escobar is there. Giavotella over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the... Giovanni Soto will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Therefore, it is Young, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting,
Yunel Escobar stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was just a big, fat, hanging changeup in the zone. And that's a pitch you never want to throw, but boy, do you love to hit it.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him.
Boy, this is exactly where you want to live if you're a pitcher. I mean, just about any pitch breakdown chart you can find will show that hitters have trouble with pitches on the outside corner down at the knees. That's tough.
And he's taking here and looks at strike 2 right down the middle.
Boy, there's another one that's right there. I think both of those are mistakes, but he's not making them pay.
Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Castillo. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Angels go. Fernando Salas will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Hanley Ramirez will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Ryan Hennigan will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot there for Ryan Hennigan. Number 43 on the year for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. David Ortiz will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run. A solo home run for David Ortiz. So his remarkable... He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Hard liner toward short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Hanley Ramirez stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher
Ryan Hennigan will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but don't shed it. Cole Calhoun will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And he'll make it there, and some life to start the home ninth. It's a leadoff double.
number 27.
Mike Trout will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. To 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 16 for him on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle. There is Pedroia. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Throw on to first, and the Red Sox will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys